Hi everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. Today's the rebuild. Yes, we are going to go ahead and we put my entertainment system together in bedroom. Yes, get this baby up and going because I am extremely tired. And I would like to go ahead on and relax, listen to my Spotify, and do my thing. So basically what I'm going to be doing is basically putting it back together. And then when I'm done doing all that, then I'm going to go ahead on and install Windows 8.1 Pro. I decided to go with that there because I already have two, as you see my big boys in the back. They on Windows 10. My entertainment rig for the living room is on Windows 7, 64-bit Pro. And this was going to be on 8.1 Pro. It don't make no sense in having an operating system you're not using, you paid for it, and it just, to me, that's just a waste of money. So let's go over the parts for the build. The CPU is the A6 54K, 2 cores, 2 threads. Now later on I might be updating it to a 4-core, 4-thread, but right now 2 cores, 2 threads. I read about this processor is better than the A4 5300. Pretty much it was tested in game just using the APU. The Radeon HD 7540D graphic controller inside the CPU. Base clock of it is 3.6 base with the boost of 3.8. So this is going to go ahead and do exactly just well for me for watching my Hulu, Netflix, etc. in HD 1080p format, because I have an HD 1080p TV in the room, so it's not no issue with that there. The CPU cooler is a Zelman CNPS8X Optima, great cooler. I have done a test on it. It keeps this baby cool. And since the CPU is 65 watts, probably go up to maybe 75 watts in boost mode, but it will keep it cool. The handage of the CPU cooler is 150 watts. Anything over that, the CPU will not be cooling anything. So keep everything in thermal design power control of the CPU cooler. The motherboard is the MSI FM2-A55M-E33 motherboard. It will do the job great. It is a micro ATX. The reason why I'm going with this motherboard here because the Asus A5 F2-A55M-LE has some main issues with it, so I want to go with something more complex, with something more simple, that when I turn my system on, I ain't got to go ahead and get all those errors as I look into my event viewer to see what's going on. Alrighty. The memory is G-Skill RS dual kit, 2 8GB kit at DDR3, 1600 megahertz, 16GB storage. The max memory of this motherboard is 16GB, so the memory is set there. The speed is set there for what I want to do for my bedroom rig. Just like I said, you don't need new hardware to enjoy what you want to do on a basic, simple level. This works for me here. 1600 megahertz speed is good for me. I don't do too much. Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, and possibly listen to my music. Storage is the Team Group GX2 SSD, great for my needs. It is SATA 3.0. Capacity is 512 gigabytes. Great storage, great CPU, great SSD. Sorry about that, viewers. So it gets the job done. Now, if you want something more faster, then that's up to the gamers. But for basic needs for me, this does the job for me. Drive number 2 is the HGST 750 gigabyte RPM 5400. Just like I said, it's just to store all my music and my movies on it when I'm watching my movies in the room, relaxing and doing my thing with my wife and my grandson. We can watch movies, we can chill, relax, we can have a good conversation, listen to music, etc. And that will be not an issue. Second hard drive is the Western Digital 500 gigabyte hard drive. This is the green K-Raw version, and this is on RPM 5400 with 32 megabit cache. So it's a great hard drive, good for storage. If you need some backup, this will do. Hold your pictures, hold your music, movies, etc. This will do the job. Now, the APU, just like I went over in the A6 5400K, is the Radeon HD 7450D. I will not be using no GPU, and that's the whole thing why I went ahead on and say, you know what, even though the Asus motherboard gave me issues, but I say, you know what, let me go ahead on and go with the APU. So I didn't really want to use the GPU because it has the HDMI 1080p controller in the back. So yes, everything will be set good, cool, and dandy, and I ain't got no issue with it. For my Wi-Fi, it would be the FevSmart FSN600HP. Great controller. The other one I had was a 150 megabit, and it kept dropping the single. This is strong, it does the job. You got no issues with, no problem. It fires up, you got speed galore. This does the trick. For my USB controller is the FevSmart FSH8 Pro. Fast port, I get it going. I got one port up there. This does it. You connect the in the back, and you got no issues with that. Now for the case, friends, I am using the Apivai CL512S Black. This comes into a 5-pack, and I will be using 4 of them. I got one installed on the door. I had one installed on top, but since I am moving everything up, the clearance will not be able to hold the other fan because of the RAM. Since I'm switching the motherboard, the RAM will be in the way, so clearance would be a problem. And the Apivai CO12 red. This is great to go ahead on and give me that red feeling up front to go with the red accents. You can also make a blue case as well too. I'll be getting into that right now. The PSU is the Raid Max RX 500 watt non-modular, non-efficient power supply. Now when I went to look for, again, this is one reason why I just say, you know what, I'm done chasing these power supplies, because when I went to look for a nice fully modular efficient power supply, there was none, and every time I look for one, they sold out. When you don't need them, they fully in stock, but when you need a power supply, they sold out. I ran across this. I used my Raid Mac Vortex in my keyboard build. That's been going around for 2 years. 2 years going strong, no issue. I had my AM4 motherboard hooked up to it. It powered that baby like a beast. Charm, no issues, no shutdowns, no core whine, nothing. And the only way you get core whine is if you burn out the bearings of your fans, and you start hearing that little scrunching, whining noise, which is annoying. So this works great. So that's why a lot of y'all gamers get a lot of core whine, because y'all burnt y'all damn fans out and y'all want to blame the power supply. And the case is the do-it-yourself PC Solar T2 Red. Great case. It got great airflow, great size, great storage. The only thing it don't have is a PSU shroud, but that's, if you know what you're doing with tying down your cables and putting them nicely, neatly in the thing, then you should have no issues with that there at all. So enough talking. Let's get on with putting this baby back together. And one more thing, but at least I almost forgot, this is my fan controller. The adhesive gave away, so anytime, the best thing I say, anytime you get a fan controller, anything, please remove the adhesive and put your magnetic back onto it. So when you want to go ahead on there, it sticks. You can move it anywhere without leaving that little sticky film behind. and then you got no issues right there. This is one reason why I'm going with that. I could just mount it right there, out the way. I could just put it here. Anywhere I want to put the fan controller, now since I put the magnetic back onto it, it looks good. It's way up top here. Or if I want to go ahead and go clean, put it to the bottom, which it won't pick up that groove there, but still, it does its thing great. Is saddle connect. You connect up to 10 fans. It has your PWM header. If you got 4 pan fans with a PWM header, you're already good. You're automatically good to go and monitor your speeds for you. Alrighty. Now, before I get into the closing of this video, I will be putting all the description links, all of the links in the description below. If you want to go ahead and build the system yourself, there will not be no affiliated links, and I'll be putting the PC Part Picker link in there if you want to look at the parts, how much power wattage it does, and if you could go ahead and find some of your used stuff off AliExpress or eBay, make sure it's at a decent price. Now, if you see this in motherboard right here going for $150, please walk away from it, because they had this on sale on Amazon going for $250. So stay away from Amazon and AliExpress for used parts. Not AliExpress, Amazon and New Egg dealing with used parts, because they are extremely scalped and it don't make no sense. So if you need to go for used parts, my main source is AliExpress and eBay. So but mostly be on AliExpress doing my thing. So enough talking, let's get this baby rebuilt and let's do this. Alright everybody, she is done. She looking nice, she looking clean. As y'all notice, I always do the cable management off camera. You know, I got to go ahead and pay attention to my tie downs. It's like got about like 6 to 10 ideas how I want to route these cables. So, but other than that, she's looking good, she's looking lovely. Now, it's not that many cables to tie down, thank God for that. Not that much hardware I had to use. But, she's looking nice. I can't wait to go ahead on there and get the cables done. Go ahead and install Windows 10 on Windows 8.1. Well, I'm not going with Windows 10 because I have the 8.1 software already. And I'm not, what's the purpose of buying it if you're not going to use it? And also, I know a lot of y'all viewers notice I use old hardware. Now, keep in mind, I use the hardware from 2013 and beyond. But for my need, I already know where I'm going out with it. And as long as it holds the operating system I want to use for Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. Now keep in mind Windows 7 is expired, but as long as you got a good virus software that got your malware and everything into it, it's not an issue. You can still keep using the hardware. That's one thing Microsoft don't want you to tell nobody, is they want you to constantly upgrade. The more you upgrade your systems, the more money they make. Now, she's done, she's ready to go. All I had to do now is just the cable management, and that's about basically it. I want to thank y'all for watching me put my entertainment system back together the right way, finally. And I don't have to worry about anything, any issues, any problems no more. Hope not. She did boot it when I got the motherboard, so it's not an issue with that. I'm just gonna make sure everything is connected properly, boot everything properly. And I did have a problem with the APU because I dropped it and it probably bent the pin a little bit, but I managed to straighten that out and it slotted right in the socket perfectly. So other than that, she's ready to go. She's good. And just like I said, I put that magnetic piece on the back of it. So anytime I want to go ahead and move my fan controller to another location, I could do that there without no issues, no problem. And that's why basically I want to thank y'all for watching. Not too much to say is basically I'll be putting all the information links in the description below. So if y'all want to go ahead and install this for yourself for basic users, I haven't forgot about you. I know AMD and Intel moving into a different direction for gamers and content creators, but we still using your system. We still gaming on old hardware. Keep on doing your thing. Keep on using it. I want to be thankful for our manufacturer for allowing these parts to still be around. I want to continue. I want the manufacturers to continue making them. Don't discontinue them. Just continue making them because a lot of people still use them. So you may not have no use for it no more. You know, you may give it an end of life, but don't do that because we still use them. I mean, you have to know what to use. If you know using Windows 10, Windows 8.1, and Windows 7. Windows XP you still can use, but you got to go through a lot of issues with it. And with the new hardware we have now, Windows XP having a hard time in installing it. We got Windows XP 64-bit. You might go ahead on and be good with that. But other than that, I want to thank y'all for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.